Hey there, Wastelander! It's McFly back again with another Fallout 76 video, and in this one we are taking an official final look at the Season 16 rewards for Fallout 76.
Join me, Rip Daring, on another exciting cryptid hunt.
It's been a long time coming, and a lot of rambling. Now in this one it's going to be more of a tier list instead of a rank, because in a rank we kind of like count down to the best one. A person who comes from the very first season or even day one of Fallout 76, I don't know if I could pick a best tier. It would probably be a low bar. Let's just get into it. Let's have some fun. We're going to tier these up. And also another little specialty, we're only going to be going over the actual items, which means we're actually going to start with the currencies. For everyone who plays Fallout 76 free 99, your currencies are on the left. And then for all you high-rolling Fallout first players, yours will be on the right. And this is only taking into account to actual currencies, or at least the ones that I care about. Also, I should add that this is not including the bonus pages. That's its own separate beast. Now, before we dig into the whole meat of it all, there are a few categories that I just want to get out of the way. For anyone who's seasoned to a season, we all know that every scoreboard usually comes with a themed power armor set, various player icons, maybe a photo mode frame or two, you know, the little knick-knack stuff. So here, starting off, we have all the player cards. Oh crap, I forgot to say that this is all my opinion, guys. I mean, this isn't fact, so anything I say, you could think it's cool, I could think it's not. But with that being said, I think all their player cards are pretty uninspired, but at least they actually have to draw these up and they're not pictures from the scoreboard. Bottom line, I have too many player cards. All the player cards that they usually make these days are uninspired. And then if you're Fallout first, you get these two extra. Throughout, you'll find 2 photo mode frames. Nothing really special. Up next, I decided to bunch all the weapon skins together. There are a lot of filler throughout the scoreboard, and they all have basically the same paint. It's called the Peepers paint, and it's supposed to be cryptid themed, and these are cryptid eyes, I guess. It's not my favorite paint. I like when weapon skins are more of like a trim to the weapon, not just scattered throughout. And then the last category I want to bring up is the power armor theme, like I mentioned before. This time, though, they are really making that push for Fallout first players, as we've seen leading up to this with all the scoreboard changes. For all those fellow collectors out there, if you don't have Fallout first, you'll be locked out from the T51 and the EXO one.
Oh man! Oh god! Oh man!
Alright, up first we have the Rip Daring outfit. It's pretty plain looking. I'm going to throw this in the C because it can still be a good cowboy roleplay outfit. After that, we have the beach fence set, or I should say the broken beach fence set. To help all those dilapidated builds out there, I'm going to give it a capital D. Onward to the Rose Room poster, which automatically I'm going to throw it in the E, because this is a poster for one of the new locations. This should be just given to us. We shouldn't have to work for this one. Next, we're going to swap the poop deck with the ship wheel, which I'm going to give it an A, because this one's pretty creative, and I can't wait to see the actual ship builds that come out of this one. The real question is, can you interact with it? Keeping it going with the beach theme, we have the surfboard shelf set. This could be great for a beach bum build, and I'm gonna give it a B. Radiating those Hawaiian vibes with the tiki music box. Obviously this is all just my opinion, but I'm giving this an S. I love little trinkets like this. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like. Hopefully it's relaxing. Tiki this, tiki that. Here we have the tiki statues. You know, the more I do this, you're gonna start to see a bias, and I'm gonna give this an A, because I love things that can go on a shelf. And of course we wouldn't be completing the theme without tiki torches. I'll throw these in the C. This is an item that surprises me in the sense that we haven't gotten it sooner. Up next we have something genuinely exciting. It's the cremator. This is a new flamethrower type weapon added to Fallout 76, and this automatically goes up to the S tier. Whenever we have some genuine content added to the game, and especially like a weapon, it's always welcomed. Also, as added filler throughout the whole scoreboard, there are various mods and weapon skins for this, so I'm also just going to lot them in there. After that, we have the Rip Daring flag. Not much to say here, just gonna throw it in the D. A season theme poster? Nope. Up next, we have a scandalous new Assaultron ally named Adelaide. She boasts at one time giving private shows, and she will sign you an autograph. She gives a daily buff where you merge with her coding, which will give you a damage resistance and damage buff to robots. Not gonna lie, at first I didn't like Adelaide, but the more I read about her, she did win me over. So Adelaide gets an S. Here we have a checkerboard display, and I'm actually going to bunch it with the toy robot set, because I imagine you're going to be able to combine these two. I'm going to give this a capital B because it can really help fill out a room and make it feel alive. Up next is a little bit of a head tilt. We have the Ball Buddies. These are just various sports balls with faces on it, very reminiscent of Castaway's Wilson.
You wouldn't have a match, by any chance, would you?
But that's the only problem I see here. I don't see a volleyball. but now I'm wondering if that's copyright. Regardless, it goes to the E.
I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry!
Now back on a more sane level, we have the construction loader. This helps add theme to a camp, so I'll give it a B. Here we have something you've probably seen at every raider camp, and now you can take it home yourself. We have the raider cages. It's been a long time coming, but I'm gonna throw it in the D. Up next, we have some hanging planters that are made out of tires. Personally, I'm not one for the flora and fauna, so I'm gonna give it a C. Now we have the cryptid skull backpack. I'm gonna give this an A. Very detailed. You can kind of tell whoever designed it had a lot of fun. Then following it, we have the cryptid horseshoe backpack flare. These two are supposed to go together, but I'm gonna split them up. This is getting a C. Flaming pearly peepers. That'll be a no. Up next is a World of Cryptid suitcase trunk. Hopefully it works like any other container, but for me it's a D. Up next is a field research poster. It's kind of wild how we've gone from 3 posters in one reward to just 1 at a time now. So it's an E. These two I'm just going to pair together because they're wallpaper. We have the Pine and the Cryptid Hunt wallpaper. But I am going to split them up. The Cryptid Hunt, I'm just going to throw it in an E. But the Pine I kind of like, so that's going to go with a C. Maybe I can do something with like an office or a den. After that, we have the Brahmin corpse. Another item I'm surprised we haven't gotten sooner, but I'm so glad we have now. I'll give it a B. Up next is the Autopsy Chemistry workstation. I'm a sucker for a workstation skin, so this is an S. Then we have what seems to be a new emote to add to the wheel. I'm going to throw it in D though. I'm not a big fan of emotes. Up next is some grass roof kits. I'll give this one a C. This could be helpful in a wastelandy looking build. Rounding it out, like every other season, we have the Stein. This one looks very creative though. I'll give this one an S. I love the detail. Next reward comes with a little bad news. Before, the scoreboards used to look like a board game, and now they don't, so now we just get this really long themed painting. That's an E for me. After that, we are met with the Cryptid Hunter Power Armor skin. A lot of love definitely went into this. Very creative. But I think I'm only going to give it a C. And that'll just about do it for my free Fallout 76 friends. A like is always appreciated, and I guess I'll see you later. The next bid is for the Fallout First people. Come on. Okay, I guess in the nicest way, I'm trying to say that you've been paywalled. But I get it. You've twisted my arm. I'll let you stay.
For money?
Alright, well first on the list, they had to split it up, is the Jetpack 4, the previous Cryptid Hunter Power Armor. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little stinker. It gets an E because of the switch. Up next, we have Percival's Pith Helmet. I think I'm going to give this an A. It's very unique for being a hat in Fallout 76, and I love the feathers. Here we have the Big Feet Rug. I don't know what it is about this thing. Maybe because it looks so cartoony, I'm giving it an S. I love this thing. Following that, we have a hot dog sign. It's just a sign, but I sure do like hot dogs. I'll give it a C. After that, we have the wall decoration variant of those surfboard shelves that we saw earlier. Sticking with the theme, I'll stick this in a B also. Then we have some glass float lights. They remind me of Christmas, so I guess that's when I'll use them. D. Here we have the Tropical Cryptid shirt. Personally, I think I have to put this in the S. It's a goofy Hawaiian shirt, but you don't really know it's cryptids till you look up close. I love that. After that, we have a trampoline. Another addition to a long line of aerobic equipment, and I can't wait to see the animation. I'll give it a B. Another two I'm bunching together is the cage sign and the construction sign, because just... okay. Up next, we have a rug that looks like the Jersey Devil walked through it, but I'm also not really a fan of all the rugs in the game, so D. Here we have the water boiler. Now, I haven't looked into it, but I'm hoping this thing creates a lot of boiled water over time. And with that being said, S. Up next is something we've seen in the data mine files forever, and we're finally getting it. It's the wet floor sign. But even still, I'll give it a C. After that is another reskin of the shooting arcade game, but this time with the Jersey Devil. This thing was cool to me when it first came out, but now it's just been reskin after reskin after reskin, so I'm going to throw it in the D. Here we are, finally rounding it out with the xylophone. This is another addition to a very long line of instruments, which I love in this game. I cannot wait to hear this. I'm going to give it an A. And there you have it. That is the Season 16 rewards for Fallout 76, all tiered up, at least to my opinion. Now this end part is supposed to be for my final thoughts. I don't know, I just feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point, so I'm going to keep it brief, especially if you've watched the videos I've made in the past 2 weeks. The main thing I want to stress here is perspective. You have to look it through my eyes. I've played this game since day 1 beta. I've seen a lot of changes, positive and negative, and just from seeing this scoreboard comparatively to others, yeah, I'm disappointed. But then after talking to a few people recently in comment sections, there's a few people that are starting the game, like, fresh with this season. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited for them. I could only imagine if I could wipe this game from my brain and then play it tomorrow for the first time again. it would be a whole nother experience. I can understand why this game just has so many divided ways of thinking, but that's what I would say for everyone going forward before you even just think about commenting on someone's video. Perspective. Also, like I said, I was going to try and keep it brief, but I didn't go over the bonus rewards, and I've had a revelation thinking about this more and more. I'm giving both rewards pages the S tier, because the more I think about it and how many things I've seen locked out through Fallout First in this scoreboard, we should be singing its praises that at least this first page is available to all free players. That is awesome. You just gotta grind for it, obviously. You gotta play the game. They're making you work for it. But that's it for me with this one. It's late while I'm recording this part, so I'm kind of losing my sanity a little. But thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this part. But a like is always appreciated. Thank you so much, all that good YouTube stuff. But until next time, I will catch you out there in the wasteland.
Watch this. What the heck are you doing?
Actually, if you want to know the real reason of why I'm so tired and why this video is so late, you can check out my second channel. Basically, South Park Snow Day came out, and I played the crap out of it if you want to go watch that.